Alright, let's dive into something that's been buzzing in the music world lately, Gov't Mule's recent show in Lewiston, New York, where they brought out JJ Grey Mofro for Van Morrison tribute. But here's the thing, this isn't just another concert recap. What makes this really interesting is the way these two bands came together to create something special. Personally, I think collaborations like this are where the magic of live music truly shines. It's not just about the songs, it's about the energy, the spontaneity, and the way artists feed off each other's creativity. So, let's start with the setup. Gov't Mule is in the middle of their summer tour, and they've got JJ Grey Mofro as their opening act. Already, that's a killer combo. But what many people don't realize is that these bands have a history of crossing paths, and their styles complement each other in this raw, soulful way. When JJ Grey joined Gov't Mule on stage 4, Tupelo, Honey, it wasn't just a guest appearance, it felt like a meeting of kindred spirits. If you take a step back and think about it, Van Morrison's music is all about emotion and storytelling, and both of these bands bring that to the table in their own unique ways. Now, let's talk about the song choice. Tupelo, Honey is one of those tracks that's both timeless and deeply personal. What this really suggests is that Gov't Mule and JJ Grey weren't just paying tribute to Van Morrison, they were tapping into something universal. In my opinion, the best covers aren't just replicas, they're reinterpretations that bring out new layers of the original. And with JJ Grey's harmonica and vocals, plus the added horns and backing vocals from Mofro's crew, this version felt like a fresh take on a classic. A detail I find fascinating is how Todd Smallie, the bassist from Mofro, brought this funky, groove-heavy foundation that blended seamlessly with Gov't Mule's more rock-oriented sound. But here's where it gets even more intriguing, this collaboration wasn't just about the music. It's part of a bigger trend in the industry where artists are breaking down barriers and creating these cross-genre moments. From my perspective, this is a reaction to the way music consumption has become so fragmented. Fans aren't just sticking to one genre anymore, they're craving diversity, and artists are responding by blending styles in ways that feel organic and authentic. This raises a deeper question, are we seeing the rise of a new kind of musical fusion, where rock, blues, soul, and funk all coexist in the same space? Now, let's talk about the setlist. Gov't Mule kicked things off with Larger Than Life, which, if you ask me, set the tone perfectly. There's this sense of grandeur in their music that's both humbling and exhilarating. But what really stood out to me was the transition from Fallen Down into The Other One Jam, with a Gimme Shelter ending. One thing that immediately stands out is how they're not afraid to take risks and experiment. It's like they're saying, we are not just here to play the hits, we are here to take you on a journey. And that's exactly what they did. Closing out the show with Bring On the Music felt like the perfect ending. It's a song that's all about the power of music to bring people together, and after a night like this, it just hit different. Personally, I think this show is a reminder of why live music matters. It's not just about hearing your favorite songs, it's about witnessing these moments of connection, both between the artists and the audience. What this really suggests is that, in a world where everything feels so divided, music still has the power to unite us. So, here's my closing thought, what if more bands took this kind of risk? What if collaborations like this became the norm rather than the exception? In my opinion, the music scene would be a lot more exciting. And who knows? Maybe we'd see even more of these genre-bending, boundary-pushing moments that remind us why we fell in love with music in the first place. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below.